Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the Altcoin show coming at you today, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for tuning in. You're regular on the show. You know what I'm going to say. Smash that like. This helps get this content out to more people and help support the channel. Really appreciate all the comments and questions that get left there. And I've got a ton of links below in the description, including my cheat sheet, the Stocks with Josh Discord. I'm in the crypto channel there daily. Make sure you get signed up for that. I've got my Twitter link there as well. Would appreciate the follow if you're not following me there already. And also, I love all those questions. I'll get back to those as soon as I am able to. Now, but let's jump into the news before we jump quickly into the charts here. And number one, Sui passes Monero. So Sui smashed through Aptos. It's now passed through Monero as well as the 25th largest market cap. It's gone straight into 25. So if you took that trade, and I've only been giving it the Sui trade, you can go back to my very earliest videos in May, the end of May is when I launched this channel. I've been telling people about buying Sui, and just recently in this last week, I was encouraging people to buy as it was around the 80 cent region, 70 cent region, even as it dipped down as low as, I believe, 60 cents or whatever it went down to, even lower. I was talking about, yes, it's a buy. And if you did buy, then you are a happy camper right now. I did say take some profits at Sui there at about the $1.15 region, and I'd look to take some more profits as we go up. I will talk about the Sui charts in a moment. Certainly, I do like some of these graphics coming out. It also a way of passing Monero. It also passed Pepe, passed by Aptos, Pepe, Monero, and now who's it coming for next? The Grim Reaper, Sui. I'm going to call Sui the Grim Reaper is coming after ICP. This is quite gruesome here, but Pepe's gone, Monero's gone, ICP is next, and let's just see. I think Sui can definitely break into the top 20, and certainly wouldn't be surprised to see it break into the top 15 as well. Let's see what shakes out there. Certainly, Sui has also flipped TVL for some of the DeFi protocols there. It certainly has flipped past Blast there as well, and I think now it's 9th in total value locked for all chains. So people are putting their money into the Sui protocols there. You can do that using the Sui Lend wallet. If you've already bought BLUB, you know about the Sui wallet and the Sui ecosystem, and you're part of getting that Sui money onto the Sui ecosystem there as well. Okay, Sui is also entering the movie business. Just announced an equity stake in MoviePass, the Netflix of cinema. MoviePass will add Sui's USDC integration for its users. The app will let you see a movie every day in the theaters for about 10 Sui a month, which is that seems pretty amazing. I haven't checked out MoviePass, but I'm definitely going to have to check out. That sounds like just some more bullish news there for Sui. Also, if you didn't know the news, there was a competition. BLUB won by quite a wide margin, apparently. No thanks to you guys, because I put the link yesterday to go and vote, and I put the details there. You did that, and BLUB is now going to be listed. This is bullish, and I'll tell you why. Because here we go. BLUB Sui will be listed on MEXC because MEXC has to buy the token. So the MEXC has to buy the BLUB token to list it and have liquidity available for people to buy and sell, and trade the coin. And so that is bullish. And if we get a mixing, the listing on MEXC could lead to other listings on other exchanges as well. So that is very bullish for BLUB. I'm right now in house money because I already took profit at 400% or 500% up or 450% up, or what. I was about 5x up, took profit on that, and took the original capital out. Now just house money left to run there. I certainly believe Sui could make it to $1 billion market cap. That would be something phenomenal. I think it's sitting at around, I checked, around about 20 million market cap. I got in at around 5. I think it peaked at around 25 million market cap. And certainly I do see, if you are taking profit on the way up, those milestones like 50, 100, 500 million, a billion, those places lock in profit there. And certainly hope there's some more trading tools, because certainly for me, if it gets listed on Mexi, I'll probably transfer my BLUB onto the Mexi platform and trade it there, because then I can set buy and sell orders a whole lot easier than what I've been able to. Although CEDAS does provide, the CEDAS protocol there does provide a little bit of help in that regards. Okay, so we also have that interesting graphic here. Altcoins, 850 billion, but altcoin unlocks 155 billion. Ouch. That's a lot of VCs dumping their altcoins on the market. Next 5 years, of course. Memes, 40 billion, new memes, 8 billion. It's pretty obvious which of these will outperform the most in 2025. You just don't have all the VCs dumping. I think that's part of why memes have really taken off on the cycle. There's no team. A lot of these, fair launch coins, and Casper's a fair launch. So there are other coins that don't have this kind of situation going on. But just be aware of that. Know the tokens that you hold, and know the token unlocks that are coming up, and be aware of that as well. So certainly interesting there, and that's part of the reason I'm on BLUB, and part of the reason, Sui, obviously an emerging chain, catching what could turn out to be the number one meme coin on the chain. And we saw what happened with Bonk as the number one meme, Bonk and WIF, and then there was Pepe as the number one meme coins on their respective chains. Look, I talked about this yesterday, but this is terrible. A user paid a fee of $48,000 for a $1,000 transaction. It should have just been a few cents or fractions of a penny. It doesn't look like those funds have been refunded. I think that's terrible. And certainly Casper, look, they're claiming this wasn't their fault because Casware is the third-party wallet. And while this is true, why weren't the Casper team testing on these wallets to make sure that this stuff didn't happen? Certainly, I do lay some of the responsibility on the feet of Casper, and certainly Casware certainly has damaged its reputation there. That's why I have the Caspium wallet, which is a different wallet, which didn't have any problems whatsoever. I have not jumped into the space yet. I'm just waiting for the dust to settle a little bit and see which meme coins may emerge as the leaders here, and I may be dipping my feet in the meme coin market for the Casper memes that certainly are on that chain. But stay tuned. I will keep you informed of any of such moves that I make. Okay, we also have Casper is not very far away from flipping Cardano, and that could be pretty significant. So let's see what shakes out. I do think a lot of other coins are going to eventually just overtake Cardano because it's just superior tech. Casper is superior tech. Sui is superior tech. We already saw Solana flip ADA. Ton, I think, flipped ADA. So I think we're going to see ADA drop further down the market cap list there. And if you look at ADA dominance, it has certainly just kept falling, as has ETH dominance. I have a little bit of concern there for ETH that it could end up being a little bit like what's happening with ADA. And we have, of course, the AI fund, very bullish. BlackRock and Microsoft to launch $30 billion artificial intelligence investment fund. This is very bullish for Tau and Fetch, and also Render, which have had a good run since August, and the AI sector has been the best performer last month. Memes are still trending behind, which is still healthy for the market, says Darn Crypto Trades. But certainly there, the AI sector has been, and this will be further boosted by that kind of news coming out from such big companies like BlackRock and Microsoft. Tau halving also, if you didn't know, Tau has a halving just like Bitcoin. It has 21 million coins just like Bitcoin. It gets mined just like Bitcoin. Limited supply. It's its own blockchain. I'm a big Tau bull. And so those of you who got in, when I encouraged you back to actually when it dropped all the way down to like $160 and then it pumped to 365, if that wasn't enough clue to get it on this coin, when it came back to 225, absolutely loaded up, and then of course took back up to 330, has started to pull back a little bit more, and certainly the 330 is where the we have a little bit of resistance. We're going to look at that in the charts in just a moment. And then of course we have Banana Gun, absolutely on fire. This one here I feel could be another big winner. Banana Gun Treasury received 250,000 Banana worth about 10.3 million from token investing. Immediately after receiving funds, they burned Banana. This is the opposite. ETH are minting new tokens, and Banana are burning their supply. And Banana only has 10 million tokens in circulation. I have a bunch of those. Certainly, Banana Gun Bot is the premier sniping bot for buying and selling tokens on the TON chain, but they're also on Telegram. They're on Solana, Ethereum, and also they snipe on the base network. So I think there are 3 chains right now that they can buy and sell using the Banana Gun Bot. I've got a video coming up on that. So it's going to take me a little bit of time to get this together for you, but certainly in the meantime, I'm still buying the Banana Gun dips and expect good pumps on Banana Gun. And then just lastly, I know a lot of you have said, what happened to Say? Where is Say going? I'm still swing trading Say, but I'm no longer in my hodl position. I realized that I made quite a bit of money day trading and swing trading Say, and my hodl position could be better allocated elsewhere. And I pushed that over into Tau, into Sui, into Casper and Banana Gun, and those coins, and Render, and those coins have since done quite well. And so, so Say has, Binance announced today, Say would be undergoing upgrade on their platform. It's expected to improve, Say, network performance, and hopefully it will improve the price action as well. I still do believe in Say as a project, and certainly I'm still swing trading it and day trading it, and will continue to do so, but I did sell my hodl position into other tokens there. All right, let's have a look at the charts. Arweave unfortunately lost this September 11th low, and now this one here could come in, and at that point I will be looking to cut my swing trade position if we lose that low of 1622. Certainly from a hodl perspective, if you were accumulating, I'm looking for a bit of reversal actually, because this has been on a steady downtrend now for quite a few weeks, for about 3 weeks. So at this point, Arweave's in good buy positions. It is. But certainly I'm looking to see, I think we'll get a bit of a pump from the 25. And so it could be a nice little swing trade up here to take some profits. From a hodl perspective, certainly it is a buy the dip opportunity at 18 or at 16 if it comes down to 16 there as well. But I would like to see a bit of a reversal here. It's bearish. We are under these. It's much higher risk because at the moment, we went below the September 11th low. Initially, we had set a higher low, and now we've set this under here, although this low we have not technically lost. And so until we lose this wick here, and this could be a good, a lot of times when you see these big long wicks, I'm not surprised to see about half of it taken up. So here, I'm not panicking at this point. Again, this is a good buy the dip opportunity here, but certainly if we lose this candle here, I would look at cutting my Arweave trade and look for a clear reversal sign for that one there. Okay, so Banana Gun, it's in the buy zone, still in the buy zone, certainly sitting just above the 200 EMA on the daily, resistance at the 50-day moving average. If you wanted further confirmation, you could wait till it breaks above 41, about $42 a break, retest and off the races. We saw that with Sui and with Tau. When it did that, we saw huge to the upside. Or a break of the 200 EMA, in my opinion, is also a solid. But when you got the 50-day coming down on top of it like this, you may want to wait for further confirmation. But certainly, this is still in a buy zone for me. We do still have, a low, a higher low, and even another further higher low there. So we're starting to put in some good patterns there. If we can continue to the upside, that would be great. But Banana Gun is still in the buy zone for me. This is a trade that can be taken right here. But again, this would be the better trade, just being a little bit more patient, pay a few more bucks for it, and then wait, break, retest, and off to the races there with that one there. HNT has heavily come down, and looks like we've lost the 50-day moving average here right now. And so therefore, this was a key area that I had marked out yesterday. And so we could see some further moves to the downside, maybe bring in the $6.20 region here. This would be this low here. So we don't really want to lose this low. This low here is sitting at about $6.12. So if we go down to $6.11, $6.10, that might, if you wanted to get out of the trade, that might be a good area to have a stop loss there. Certainly, if you come down to here, $5.75, that's where I would. We should find some pretty good support there if we were to lose that area of that level. But if your dollar cost average, look at the 200 EMA on the daily sitting at about $5.55. So you could just pick up some buys down to there. I would expect we'd find some pretty rock solid support there for HNT, but $5.55, $5.75. And then and then we've got about $6.15 here would be three more levels of support to the downside. I'm not seeing any reversal there to the upside there, but certainly my first take profit level when it does start to reverse the other way is around about $11. Now we have Casper. I think it took a little bit of a hit there. Did expect a bit of a bigger pump, but I think the negativity there would happen with the Casware wallet. They've had all this time to get this right and make sure the wallets that would be participating and interacting with the Casper token really didn't nail that. But you can see that there is a lot of resistance right here at the 17.9 area. And look, I almost took profit here, but I did expect it to break through and keep going up to 21. But I think the launch fell flat a little bit because of that Casware wallet issue. Certainly, where is the 50-day moving average sitting at about 16.5 cents, the 200 EMA down at around 15 cents. Those are good buying opportunities for me. We could see this buy and then take off. However, if we lose a 50-day moving average and we lose this area here at around 16.2 cents, certainly you could stop out and then just get back in again here down at 15 cents. So certainly there you could put a stop loss if you're day trading this. If you're just accumulating for HODL, of course, you can just buy at this level. And if we drop down, you just pick up some more down here at 15 cents. But if you're swing trading, you can certainly put a stop loss just a little bit below, underneath the 50-day moving average there. And then we have Render. Not really much has changed. Same as yesterday. Low, a higher low, and then another higher low. And we haven't lost this low from here. But certainly we're looking at this wick maybe coming down, filling half of it if we were to get a bit of a dump from Bitcoin there. Not much is happening, just accumulation for me. I think if you're hodling, just accumulation. For the swing trade, it's not really there at the moment. I wouldn't be jumping into a swing trade on Render until we break above the 50-day moving average there. You could break above that, a retest, which is around about just over $5, around $5.03, and could ride that up for profit all the way up to $6.42. So that could be a real killer of a trade there. So if we get the 25-point basic height, look at Render. If it breaks the 50-day moving average, holds that as support, then that could be a nice, beautiful day or swing trade there all the way up to $6.42. Great opportunity there. And then let's look at Solana. Solana still, we have same situation as Render. I'd want to see that break above the 200 EMA at 139. The 50-day moving average is just above it at 142. I'd want to see a break above both of those, or retest the 50-day moving average and break through this trend line, and off we go. That could be a good little place to enter the trade. As far as accumulation, I think it's in the accumulation zone there, and that would be good to pick up. Again, you've got to take all of this with. We've got the rate hike decision coming up. Here's the deal. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? As the Maximus Decimus Meridius would say from the movie Gladiator. So really, you've got to really watch that a lot of this could be disrupted heavily by what happens with the rate hike decision and then Jerome Powell speaks. So, okay, and then we got two more to cover, the trades that I'm doing right now. This is the SUI trade. So I put here, you can see here, we got a key Fibonacci level, and I put this in the Discord today, the 236 key Fibonacci level. What happened? It hit that fib level and people sold. That's why we do Fibonacci's, because people use them, and so psychologically people are just taking profits there. We pulled back. Where it would be a good entry here, a good re-entry is back down. The 200 EMA is down around 99 cents, but it is going up. If we will lose that, the 50-day moving average is sitting a little bit below that at about 87 cents there. But certainly I'm not jumping on this trade here. A break above 120 and a successful retest, and that could be a good place to jump in the trade. But this has gone pretty parabolic from around 70 odd cents when I gave the trade back there. And I gave the trade back here too, by the way, when SUI was all the way down there, and it absolutely almost did 300% on the way up. And then I was encouraging people to then get back in the trade, and then look what it's done. And so a pullback, we could also only pull back a little bit. You can see here there is some support there around $1.07. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you could get in around $1.05, $1.07, and maybe there'll be, you can see some wicks here as support, 1-2 wicks that are there that could provide enough support. And of course, the 200 EMA on the daily could come up to meet that as well. And we got the 50-day that is just curving up. These are both curving up as well, but we are a little bit extended here. You can see these EMA ribbons are really starting to stretch out. And so, look, you just don't know. We could keep going. We're getting a little bit into the overbought territory on the daily time frame there. And on the 4-hour, I did spot, we got a little bit of a bearish divergence there. Might just be a little slight bearish divergence there. Certainly, there's a bearish divergence on the stochastic, but then we did see SUI did drop down a little bit there, so that may have already played out. So just keep an eye on that. Certainly, this is a lot higher over here, and price is lower, and then there. So there is a little bit of bearish divergence that could still play out there on the 4-hour time frame with SUI. Just be careful there. And of course, we got the rate hike. I don't know how many times I need to say, be careful about the rate hike. There might be a little bit of a double top there for Tau on the 4-hour. So we could see a little bit of a pullback here. Certainly, if you're looking to get into Tau, the 200 EMA on the 4-hour is sitting at around about 290, and the 50-day moving average is sitting a little bit under that at about 285. So 285 to 290 would be an ideal entry there. And this is where we kind of took off from and found support last time. If we look on the daily here, we're butting up against, I don't know how many times I'll say it, and I'll say it more on this channel, the 200 EMA on the daily, just absolutely rock solid for either support or resistance. Look at this. Bang, it comes against it again, and this is why I took profit right here for that reason. And a killer trade is obviously going to be a break and a retest, and then off to the race and load up your bags here when we get a successful break and retest. That's what I'll be doing there for sure. And of course, we're looking at that levels of about, we could see 300. 300 is a level of interest here. Around about that 300 level, you've got some areas here, 1, 2 across. So 300, but certainly I'm looking at 285 to 290 as the value zone there, because I think the 50-day moving average is down there, and we're squeezed in between here. These are going to provide a nice springboard as it begins to take off. But certainly anything under $300 for Tau, I think, in my opinion, is going to be a gift. All right, we're going to wrap it up there. And also when Powell speaks, which will happen after this video. And certainly I'll be giving my reactions on the Discord. That's why it's a great idea to be in the Discord, to connect in there. And until the next episode, happy trading.